everyone, and welcome to Taste of the Caribbean with guest chef. My name is Jessica Cuyler, and I'll be your host today. Today we're here on the beautiful island of St. Croix at an awesome restaurant called Reminisce, and I'd like to introduce you to our guest chef here, Chef Phil Teetree, who's going to teach us how to make some Caribbean treats. Chef Phil, how are you?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you, Jessica.
Thank you. So today we're going to start off with an appetizer.
Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit about the appetizer.
Yeah, today we're going to do a Caribbean crab cake with a smoked chipotle and cilantro aioli.
Okay.
Some of the ingredients here we have is parsley.
Okay, so the crab cakes, the ingredients that consist within the crab cakes, we're going to start with some parsley right here. Okay.
Red and green peppers.
Okay, peppers.
Celery.
All right.
Onions, small dice.
Okay.
And some garlic.
That's a lot of garlic.
Nah, we're not going to use all. We're going to use some of this garlic for
the
the entree too.
Okay. Okay.
But a little bit of garlic is fine.
Maybe a pinch of that.
Good for you.
Okay.
Yeah, some of that I can take along with some salt and pepper.
Okay. Now with the crab cakes in the Caribbean, I know that you have land crab. I need to live here as well. You have land crabs, but they're kind of hard to find, especially when they might be seasonal. So what kind of crabs are we using today?
Well, I got lump crab from a purveyor here locally, and it's fresh.
Okay.
You can probably get it at any local purveyor on the island.
Okay.
Cisco Old Merchants. And it's a pretty good product. I use it in a restaurant, and I got good results from it.
Okay, well let's get started.
Okay. Could you cut for a minute?
Yeah, put me to work.
Yeah, I'm going to put you to work.
Okay.
Okay, first, get everything ready. Let me crank my stove up.
All right.
Keep it on sheet.
Now crab cakes, I know some people you can make crab cakes with breadcrumbs, and some people don't make them with breadcrumbs. Now today with your Caribbean crab cakes, is breadcrumbs, is that called within the recipe?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, yes, I use breadcrumbs.
Okay.
I use Japanese breadcrumbs.
All right.
Right here.
Now, Japanese breadcrumbs are a little different because they have more of a flakiness.
They're more flaky, and
Okay.
as you can see, it's finer than the panko breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Panko is more coarse.
Okay.
And I think it has a little bit more flavor than the panko to me.
Okay. Good enough. All right. So how do we get started?
Okay. First, we're gonna get started. We're gonna saute these vegetables.
Okay.
Each one of them in a little bit of olive oil here.
Okay. So just virgin olive oil.
Regular olive oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're over medium heat.
Yeah. On medium heat, keep working. Let it get nice and hot. Now, you want the pan to get nice and hot before you put it in, because you don't want the vegetables to stick or burn.
Okay. So we have a little bit of olive oil. We're over medium heat. Now these crab cakes, are we making enough for one person?
I'm making enough for two.
For two people.
For two.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So the recipe is calls for like maybe a pound. It comes in a pan, by the pound, and you probably use a half a cup of each one of these ingredients per pound of crab.
Excellent.
Yeah. Let this get heated.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with a little bit of peppers.
Okay. So I see that you do have some green peppers.
It's mixed up, yeah, red and green.
That probably adds a lot of color to the crab
it adds
cakes
color
as
to
well.
the crab cakes. Like the celery.
And this is nice because it adds the crunch to the crab cakes.
Yeah, and you don't want to do the vegetables too much. You're just gonna saute light. A little bit of garlic.
Okay, so.
Yeah, you don't want to saute it too much because you want to keep that crunch and that flavor in the crab cake. So you do like this, mix it up, stir it a little bit, add a little pinch of salt and pepper.
All right. So we have our vegetables sauteing, a little bit of salt and pepper.
Yeah.
And then about how long do you suggest that we saute the vegetables?
You saute it for about a minute.
Okay.
A minute.
It already smells good.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, is this something that you have on your menu here at Reminisce?
Yes, this is something we have on our menu.
And this is a common dish, a Caribbean dish, crab cakes.
Yes,
and I know everyone kind of has their different twist to crab cakes. Like there's kind of
everybody do it. The ingredients.
Yeah.
Everybody got the list. Some people do it spicy. Some use a little bit of Cajun, and it's all your flavor and what you like.
Right.
Most of the people down here, the local people, they like it a little spicy.
Okay.
Yeah, they do like it spicy. So let me get this going.
Okay. And I can always help you saute
Yeah.
it up too.
Yeah, you just start keep it spinning for me for 1 second.
Okay, so I'm sauteing the vegetables here. Chef Phil's about to go get the crab. And he did mention that we are going to prepare a chipotle aioli, which is a dipping sauce, a condiment for the crab cakes.
Now, as you can see here, this is lump crab meat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's straight out of the can?
Yeah, that's straight out of the can. Okay. It's a pretty good product we use here. It's one of the special items we have for appetizer.
I was going to say, you could eat that with a little bit of cocktail sauce.
You can too?
Yeah.
You can.
Yes.
But I use this on a daily basis, and I get nothing but compliments from this product.
Okay, very good.
Okay. After you saute this now, you just want to add it right here into the, go ahead.
Okay.
Put this right here.
Okay. Can I turn off the
Yes.
stove?
That's it for that. Now you just want to take the spoon and combine all of this together.
All right.
Go ahead.
Thanks.
While you're doing that, now this is what holds the crab cake with the breadcrumbs. I make a wet mix. Over here's a little half a cup of heavy cream.
Okay.
2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that kind of bonds it together.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a little bit of heavy cream, Dijon.
Dijon mustard. Mix it in like that. And a tablespoon of mayo. 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Now in the end, you could always add a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. There you go.
Okay.
Now after you mix this, you add this. If you notice, I add all my wet ingredients in the same container and mix it in.
Yes.
And combine it. I add a pinch of parsley for color. It's coming in great.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah. And this is where you add your breadcrumbs. Now when you add your breadcrumbs, you want to add a little bit of a time because you don't want it to get too molded together. It's going to be too dry. You want it to stay moist.
Okay.
So then I add a little bit as I go. 1, 2 handfuls. You could combine that.
Yes.
And as you go, you can actually feel the texture of it changing.
Mm-hmm.
Go a little more.
It's definitely thickening.
Yeah, it's going to get nice and firm. Yeah, you can do a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, and that should do it. Fold it in. Make sure all that crumbs is incorporated with the vegetables. Yeah, it's getting there. I think it needs a little bit more.
So, about how many, would you say about a cup of breadcrumbs? Or?
I think that's about a cup and a half.
A cup and a half, okay,
Yeah.
that's good to know.
Yeah, about a cup and a half of breadcrumbs.
And do you think that's good, Chef, here?
Yeah.
Consistency? And this is where we kind of...
Yeah, we're going to go to mold them and put this back on the stove. Get this back on.
So we put some olive oil in there as well?
Let the pan get hot first, then you put the olive oil.
Now, who taught you how to make your crab cakes?
Well,
is that something like a family recipe? Or?
No. When I was in Florida, I worked under this guy named Bill Swashback. He came out of the CIA, real tough guy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I learned from him. I learned everything I know from him.
Okay.
I spent 12 years with him.
Oh wow, okay.
At a catering company. Yeah.
What part of Florida?
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can see it's nice and it's ready to go. Yeah. What you do, you add a little bit of olive oil.
All right.
And you get nice and hot. The pan get hot. Yeah, you want the pan to get really hot. So what you do is, once you mold it and you put it in the pan, you only put it in to get that nice golden color.
Right.
Once it gets that color, it goes in the oven.
Okay.
So
you're just making it a little bit on the crisp side.
Yeah, you just crisp it on the outside to seal the flavor in, and then it goes right in the oven for about 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay, so should we go ahead and start molding them? I'm going to watch you do the first one.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it's a little, you have to get your hands dirty, but it's okay. So what I do is see how I squeeze it like this? Bond it together.
Okay.
But what some people, what you do is, you use an ice cream scoop, and you compress it in an ice cream scoop, and it'll be much easier. And then you just gently spin it around like this while you hold your hand in a C cup.
Okay.
Yeah. See how I'm holding it? Yeah. No, look, like this.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
see.
Put some more on there. You need some more. You need some more. Okay, go ahead. Do like this first.
Yeah.
Pack it in tight.
Like a softball.
Yep.
Okay.
And then a C-cup, and then you just keep spinning it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're thick.
You could use it. Look at my thumb. Keep your thumb.
Okay.
This one. This thumb.
I'm
yeah.
working on it.
And
Okay.
then,
I got you.
yeah.
I got. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello. All right.
There you go. You're getting it. And then you just gently press it. Press it down. Yeah, now you don't want to have it looking too thick because you want it to cook.
Right.
So that it cooks all the way through on the inside evenly. Yeah, there you go.
Now, is this something you could prep before
Yeah.
time? Like,
Yes.
you have friends coming.
You have friends coming over. You could have all your ingredients already prepped, as I had here today on the show. And so when they come in, the minute they come in, you give them a little drink, a cocktail, and by the time they finish with the cocktail, will be ready.
Right. But I mean, could you prep these and put them in the
In
refrigerator?
the refrigerator, yes, you can.
Okay.
You can.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
The
Mine's a
crab
little
cake.
smaller, but that's okay.
That's all right. Now, you make sure the oil is hot. Nice coming. Because you want to get nice and hot.
Now, how long could you leave these in the refrigerator?
After you cook it?
You know, if prepping wise. Can
Prep
you
wise,
leave
you
it
can just
overnight for a couple of days?
Since it's crab, I wouldn't leave it overnight. I would leave it for a few hours.
Okay.
Yeah, because the crab has the tendency, sometimes depends on when the company brings it in, they have a short shelf life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, but after you cook it, they have a longer shelf life.
Okay.
Once you cook it, you put it in the pan. Yeah. There you go. You can put it in the pan.
All right.
Yeah.
Then it should. Thanks. So it should only be a couple minutes to brown it
Yes,
on,
you just
on
want to
both
brown it on each
sides.
side, and then when you're done, you flip it over, and then it goes right in the oven.
And this is like an appetizer order.
Yeah, appetizer. Yeah. While that is cooking, you spoon it up, and you get a bowl and start with
Sauce?
yeah. You need to smoke the
Now, is this sauce something that you have at Reminisce?
Yes,
The same,
yes,
the
you have this
aioli?
at Reminisce on a daily basis.
Along with the same sauce. Do you always usually combine or complement the same sauce with the crab cakes, or do you?
Sometimes I switch it up.
Okay.
I use I do Thai chilies, Thai chili sauce.
Okay.
I also put the cilantro inside of the Thai chili sauce.
That sounds good as well. All right, so an aioli is a sauce, and it consists of mostly mayonnaise, correct?
Yes, it's a mayonnaise base.
Okay. And the chipotle is going to add a little bit of flavor to it. It's going to add a little bit of heat.
A little bit of heat. Now, you don't want to use too much of this because it is hot.
I know. Just a pinch.
Yes, just a pinch. And if you do happen to use too much of it, and it's too hot, you could always tone it down with a little bit of lemon juice.
Oh, good to know. Okay.
It kills the heat.
All right, so our ingredients for the aioli is mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise base, smoked chipotle,
And you can find this at
lemon juice,
lemon juice, okay.
garlic,
and
over here, cilantro.
All right.
I'm just gonna get a small piece of the cilantro.
Now, do you ever can you get local cilantro here? I mean, is that something that the farms have, or?
You could get when it's available.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah. Now you want to first start by chopping the cilantro.
Okay. And then, if anyone doesn't know to chop cilantro, you kind of just bundle it up and roll it. And then
what the French call it, chiffonade.
Chiffonade. And it probably doesn't call for that much cilantro, does it? Because cilantro has a powerful.
Yeah, it has a
pungent.
little zing to it, and it has a distinctive taste. So with the cilantro and the smoked chipotle, you want to use an even amount. You don't want to overpower the other.
Right.
And what I'm doing here, I'm just finely chopping the cilantro, get all that flavor out of it.
And how much cilantro is this calling for? How much do you think that is?
I'm gonna use, this is about 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon.
Okay, so
of it.
1 tablespoon of cilantro.
1.
Okay, so we're gonna add that first.
Yep, to the
Okay.
bowl.
All right.
1 tablespoon of cilantro.
And let me know
Yeah,
when
it's fine.
Okay.
This is fine.
Just checking.
Yeah, you
Just checking.
you see how it's bubbling here, and the color is changing from the bottom come up.
Mhm.
It's getting nice and golden. When it gets halfway through, that's when you know to flip it.
All right.
Yeah. Cilantro, half a tablespoon.